Hey guys, my name is Brianstormed. There's a storm going on right now, in case you couldn't tell. Wait a second. I just farted. That must have been the reason why it was so loud in the background. Excuse me. This is your Ultimate Team, Week 5. We're going to be reviewing Pavelski. Benn should have reviewed Malkin. Didn't realize so many of you guys wanted him. Maybe next week. And then Schneider, who I've had control of for the past 2 weeks. This is what my team is going to be looking like. You see my record on the top left. Turns out I'm actually 20-0 this week, not last week. Last week I ended at 20-0. My mistake. I subbed out Getzlaff for Bergeron, and I also subbed out Bork for Gonchar. I needed to get my Thread the Needle synergy activated, so we're going to welcome him onto the team. Maybe do like a little mini bonus review of him as well. He looks really good, though. And the rest of my defense, kind of weak with 83 overalls, but again, it's just to have those synergies activated. This is Division 6, as we're going to try to find an opponent here. But everyone's too scared of me. Good start, good start. Oh, wait. We found Iceland, guys. You know, that place where the North Pole is? Relax, relax. I know it's in Europe, but I'm kind of worried that this guy's actually from Iceland. But the connection's been kind of okay. First shift of the game, we got Pavelski and Benn right here. One of them has the puck right now. We're going to pass it to Letang, then get across to Benn. And Benn gets us started with a nice one-timer. Just a teensy bit later, this happens. I didn't mean to. Skills! That was so much skill. Oh my god. Basically, what I meant to do was this move, but this time I get shut down. So we can just trade that crappy goal with that amazing save. But the sad part is, this sequence is not over. I get the puck in deep, pretty much all by myself. Goalie trips me, no penalty, that's cool. Pretty sure I got hit by a truck, that's cool too, but we get this puck back, and then right here, no, we elevated too high. But we get the puck back again, and right here, we finally get it done. We just spent like an hour in his zone. On the flip side, he's going to get a nice opportunity here as he enters my zone. He's going to pass this defenseman that wasn't even on my screen, and I think the redirect screwed him over. Still 3-0 about halfway through the first period, and he might as well have not even been skating around. We go back and back, and then forth again, and we score that goal, and then right here, he gets me good. So I respect that my opponent was trying to get back into the game, but here I come with some nice passes to take him out of the game. Let's take a look as Little Joe, J-Pav, Jumbo Jr. Wait a second, that's the new Wendy's burger. But anyways, Pavelski was the one to make that pass. If I had anyone else, they wouldn't be able to make the pass, so keep that in mind. Toward the end of the first period, I gave him way too much room in front of the net. He's able to do that. And look at this nice poke check I get on him right here. Cutting off that cross crease one-timer, it was beautiful. And yes, that was a manual poke check that I did myself. End of the first period, wow, that's a lot of goals. 7 of them on 14 shots. Thing when you slow things down, take a break, and do a review on Jamie Benn, who ended up scoring the first goal of the video, if you guys can remember that far back. That was like an hour ago. I wouldn't blame you. So Benn, as of October 24th, 2017, goes for the price of 50 to 60K. Despite being a left wing, he has a face-off stat of 80, making him a pretty good choice to have as a center if, well, the rest of your centers have lower face-off stats. It's crazy to me how all of his stats are 88 or higher, at least the important ones. His skating's the worst thing about him, but even at 88, it's pretty good. His endurance is low for his overall, but it's not an issue because only the top, best cards have a higher endurance, so it's actually pretty good. Benn is definitely more of an offensive threat than a defensive one because his shot is way better than his overall, and so is his puck handling with those 90 and 91 stats. You put on Silky Smooth and Thread the Needle on him, and all of a sudden his skating is as good as his shooting and his handling. Defensively, the only thing you really have to watch out for is his discipline. A 79 in that stat means he can take a lot of penalties, but he's a big body, about average defensively, but overall a solid player, and his price tag indicates that. He also contributes to a major team synergy, so I think you should have him on your team. Back to the action, however, look at this athleticism by Schneider. But you can tell his faith stat in me is quite low, as he thought I wasn't going to be able to block that shot. This is a cute little move I do with Benn. Make him believe I'm going left. Nope, we go right into the boards. And then right here, go around his dive to take a really nice shot at the net. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, look at these gorgeous passes behind the back. Wow, that shot was terrible, though. Nice shave by Schneider, right? I mean, save by Schneider right here. Not gonna let that puck in off the glass. And something I really dislike this year are these line changes. Puck carrier is going right towards my defenseman, and he opts for a line change. Why didn't the guy coming out at least do something? He could have done like a clothesline or something similar to this one, where you just make the guy do a backflip because of it, or something, and just taking him out of the play. But nope, he gets an easy breakaway because of that. 5-3 after 2. He only got one shot, and that one shot was the breakaway. Remember when I said Benn is not as good on defense? The opposing team's player on the bottom right is Benn, and he just lets me take that one-timer. Disappointing, Benn. Disappointing. 6-3, halfway through the third period. I get through 3 guys with that pass, and then he just leaves me all alone. So much time, so much space, and Nemesnikov with the goal. Now it's 7-3, and I didn't like this pass at all. I blamed it on the pass assist, so you know what? I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna change my pass assist percentage. 100 is too strong. We're gonna turn it down to 99. That will bestow the power of Gretzky upon us, and help us make some pretty amazing passes. That helped me win last game, you know. Up next is Esquete, and right before I played this guy, I just saw like my friend on Twitter use this word, and I'm just like, oh my god, why does this keep showing up? What does this even mean? It means to score a goal, obviously. Nah, but apparently it's by everyone's favorite Lil Pump, and that's his catchphrase, which is kind of like, let's get it. So I hope you are glad that I taught you something new about the world of hockey today, because you'll never know if you'll run into a guy with a team name like that who's just gonna leave on you fairly quickly. Up next is the Penguins, and he's using the Vegas Golden Knights logo, not the Penguins logo. It's kind of weird. But then again, I'm not using the Tampa Bay Lightning logo, so alright, you know what, you got me there. Brian, you got yourself. So up next here in a second, we're going to be talking about J-Pavs, and his biggest weakness is this. These little bumps, or should I say little pumps. No, but seriously, he's a pretty small guy, so that means he's going to be taking off the puck a lot easier than some of the bigger guys. But we'll get to that in a second, as his price range, as of October 24th, 2017, is 8 to 10,000. He's a little bit faster than Benn, but the power of his shot is significantly worse, and pretty bad for his overall. He's good on accuracy, though, and he's good at controlling the puck as long as he's not getting hit. Because of that, he'll probably not be as good taking long distance shots, but he'll definitely create a lot of room for you guys with his speed. Despite being a right wing, he also has one of the best face-off ratings out of all of the base gold cards. So offensively, I think he's solid if you like scoring off the breakout or through breakaways, but not as great in the cycling game. As you saw, he got knocked around a lot. But if you can make quick passes with him, you'll be fine. Defensively and technically offensively, he has good awareness, a great poke check, a higher endurance than Benn. Just don't expect to lay many good hits on people. Finally, his synergy locker room leadership is average. I would really only put him on my team if I am trying to make a team with that synergy, or I just don't care about synergies. Because of that, I don't think he's a good fit for my team right now, but maybe with an upgrade with a different synergy, I can put him back on. Alright, it's 0-0 against this Penguin guy that we're still playing against, and he just allowed me to go to the front of the net like this. Or maybe he didn't let me, but I got around him anyway. Now look at this. I'm trying to break out here. Look at these nice little passes that I'm making that lead to this breakaway opportunity, and I think Pavelski was in the middle of all that as well. Short time later, I get another breakaway, and this happens. No big deal, all part of the job. My opponent hits me with a nice poke check here to cancel my one-timer. Very similar to the poke check that I made that I showed off. And look at these nice passes yet again. Wow. He ends up rage quitting after that one. We're going to go into instant replay so I can show you guys what I was thinking. When I made this pass to the left, I noticed that my guy was kind of in a weird shooting position. If I shot this, it was going to be a very weak shot to the left, and it likely would have been saved by the goalie. I noticed I still had the option to pass across, and I figured that was the way to go for this forehand shot that was a little more powerful. That game, we go up to 23-0, and we're halfway through the season. We get to this screen, and no one wants to be on on my team anymore. They think we should be doing better than 23-0, like 23 and -1. Game 24 is against the tank team, looking to finish low in the standings so he can get a high first round pick. Looking at his team, it's a lot of non-rare gold players and low overall gold rares. So it may look a little bit like a bloodbath, especially with this nice screen goal I get on him. And then he tries to break out of his zone, a nice quick little poke check. And then I'm going to cut to the middle, take my time with this shot. Another screen on the far side. Another easy goal. He ends up quitting after that one. Up next, another fan of the Golden Knights. How can you not be a fan of this expansion team that has had a pretty hot start so far? But that's refused to lose. We don't talk about that on this series. He puts me on a power play early in the first period, and I make a number of nice passes to go across for this one-timer, but I get shut down. Entering his zone, I wait a little bit so I'm not offside, make a nice vision control move, and then a pass. Get shut down again. You may notice there's an empty net on this play. What you may not notice is Schneider tries. Even if he's so damn far out of position, there's no way he's going to make this save. It's nice. It's nice to see. You can't say Schneider doesn't try. Bonus review, look at the magic Gaunch right here. He looks like he's going to get a breakaway, but he comes back with that amazing speed. His huge reach stops him from getting it. And then he goes into the offensive zone. We reward him with some offensive time. And the magic Gaunch slaps home a big one.
Magic conch shell? You mean like this?
See, that clip involves everyone. You can either be Squidward, or you can be the water park forest ranger fish. He got me good in that last play here. I thought I was going to be able to get him before his goalie went back to his net. Here I thought I could be a little patient with my passes at first. That's okay. It doesn't work out. And then right here for the one-timer. We're looking good. Here defensively, felt like I was on ice a little bit as I slide by him, and of course he goes for a line change after I miss. Perfect time not to ruin your plus-minus guy. He takes a nice shot because of that, but Schneis just barely gets a piece of it, I believe. Halfway through the third, I launch this puck slowly along the boards, and then I do it again all the way around. Second time, not on purpose, but that's okay, and then a nice and easy one-timer in front of the net. At this point, the game is pretty much over. He has no chance. And all of a sudden, he has a chance, thanks to Cory Schneider. Maybe my 99 pass assist as well. But if it was 100, I feel like that would go straight into the net. 99 at least made it go off the iron. So, Schneider's fault. You can pick up Schneider for around 1K, near quick sell value. And to me, he played a lot like Mrazek, but the only difference between the two is that he has the thread the needle synergy and Mrazek has the silky smooth synergy. The thing about Schneider is he's the best base goalie you can get based off of overall with the thread the needle synergy, so he's kind of a big deal. If you're ever making a team build and you're subbing someone out and you're down a synergy point, you can pretty much switch between a thread the needle and a silky smooth goalie. I think Schneider was okay. I didn't see him make too many amazing saves, but I did show you guys the goals that he did let in. A lot of goals that should have gone in, and then a lot of goals that kind of have no business going in, or just stupid, really. So that's why pick him up if you need thread the needle. But otherwise, I would probably look into another goalie. End of the game. Somehow I find myself into the offensive zone by myself. I display some really good patience here, but I don't end up getting that shot. Regardless, it was enough to give me the win, the 5th win of the season. And we get to this point again where everyone wants a new contract. Well, it was really half my team last time, and now it's the other half. And as I face off against these pregnant nuns, I need to tell you that EA needs to just like an auto apply to like contracts and stuff. Does it look like I want to spend 5 minutes playing NHL applying contracts? No. Oh, by the way, I scored that goal. Very similar to how I spent an hour opening 50 Halloween collectible packs. The magic Gaunch again with a nice slap across the face. Here, I love this defensive pressure that I have on him, so I figured I'd show it off to you guys. Look at how I go down to block that shot, and he's just struggling to make the right passes. That produces turnovers that go the other way. Late in the first period, he's on a power play. I miss getting that puck, and he just takes a nice little weak shot which causes a rebound, which causes the first goal for him. A few seconds later, well, it turns out it's actually half a period later, I get that goal. I score another breakaway goal, and now we're halfway in the third period. I protect the puck, then pass it up to the open man for another breakaway goal. And that's going to win me the last game of the season, another perfect season, 26-0 now, as I win this division title and I get to see what's inside the division title pack. It's crap. You don't even have to look at like the next 20 seconds. You can just skip it. It's crap. I'm telling you, it's crap. Why are you still here? Go to a point where I'm not yelling. What's worse is it's also untradeable. If they gave me a goalie with like 2 desirable synergy points, I can't even sell them. And like I said, this is where we are. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and the player reviews. Let me know in the comments below who you want me to review next week. Apologies for farting as well.